11-mile hike. We're going to go out and back style, which is we're going to pick a point, hike to it, and then come back sort of the same way. Basically out and back. Okay, here we are. It's a windy day. Leaving my lab with my truck. I'm just going to chain her up here. Leave her a water bottle and a treat. And I'm going to walk down that road over there. It's a cold one today. Okay. GPS. Compass 6670. Gonna clear my track. Zero. Good job, Jip. Wind has cooled down a little bit. Thankfully for that. It's winter here, but the desert juniper and pinon stay green. That's why they're called evergreens. They stay green throughout winter. I can almost guarantee you that there's cliff houses up there. This is the south east side, so it gets the most sun. So it'd be a good spot to make a cliff house. But what I'm focusing on right now is just to get mileage, and we'll explore that on the way back. All right, 2 miles in, just to do a quick check-in. Say hi, Gypsy. Gypsy, come here, bud. Say hi, Gigi. Say hi to YouTube, sweetheart. That's my little Gigi. All right, so today I have a salt cedar hiking pole. It's light, it's long, it helps with fatigue, it helps with traversing, it's almost like another point of contact. My backpack, I have a handgun in here, 2 Nalgene bottles, a dog bowl. I'm not carrying binoculars today. I have 2 Nalgene bottles, GPS, I have a Taurus handgun, 9mm, and that's about it. Alright, trucking along here. This is what the roads look like. So the road on the sunny side is nice and dry, no mud. As you can see far over there, there's snow on the non-sun side. And on the sun side, no snow. So I'm gonna avoid the snow because the snow is most likely muddy. Well, that's the road. It's steep. It's kind of up and down. It's not just one straight drop. But that section over there, there is one big drop. Probably a mile and a half just descent. So I'll be coming back the same way, kind of up and down. So good mileage, good exercise, good training, good cardio. It's 35 degrees. I'm getting a little warmed up. Check it out. It's one of these old cattle guards. Definitely have your dogs not cross this. Sometimes they'll just go for it and they'll get caught in there, become a big mess. So have your dogs go around. Gypsy! Come on, Joe. Gyps, go around. Go around. Good job, Gyp. Okay, we're on the other side of the ridge now. So this is kind of the point of no return. Once I drop down here, it'll bring me all the way down there to where it's all flat. And that road, I think it veers off into two roads over there, but I'm not sure. So this is the steepest descent of the hike. So it'll also be the steepest ascent coming back. So keep that in mind when you're, when you come down a steep section, you're kind of committed. And another point, if this was a road I was off-roading, dude, check this out. So I've been doing that out and back. And I've decided to kind of explore a little bit, veer off, see what's hidden inside the little ravines here. And look at this. This is down this ridge, off trail, massive little garbage pit, old fire pit with some garbage. Gyps, get out of there. Get out of the glass, Jishi. So, one thing you can tell is that it's old. You can tell by the bottles and the cans how old it is. Like we'll see this can right here. This is a squirt can, I think. Lemon lime. Old one though, you can tell by the tab. This is probably 80s, 70s. Still has its color. It looks like a Sprite can, right? It's green. I think squirt these days is yellow and red. But this one is green. Yeah, this one is rare. So you could age your find by a can a lot of times. Interesting enough, pop cans, beer cans, they have a lot of cool art on them. Canned goods, they don't, because they usually come just with the paper, and then the metal is not painted. But pop cans, beer cans, they have some art because they're, it's a status thing. Drink soda, drink beer. But yeah, this is cool. This is a old tobacco can. Not sure if it's a chew or the flower, but it's metal. United States Tobacco Company. Nice little timepiece. Yeah, this little area has a bunch of scattered pits everywhere. Old ones. This is a Pepsi can, obviously. Again, another old one, maybe 60s, 70s. This one a little earlier. Faded. Monochrome at this point. Pepsi. Amazing how the paint stays. 50 years in the desert, in the hot sun, in the cold winter. 50 years times 4 seasons. That's, over 200 seasons just laying here. Pretty cool. Definitely one of my favorite parts of hiking is the exploration and the walk through time. Check this out. I can't tell what this is. Lemon lime soda? Maybe a Sprite? Before it was Sprite? But cool colors. Green, teal, green, all around. Sunburned on this side well preserved. Somebody was using it for maybe heating up water. I don't know, collecting wild edibles. Okay, I'm back to doing our out and back. I'm hugging the road here. You can tell the open area, that's where the road is. So I'm just hugging this section with the road and just going further in, continuing the out and back mentality. It is very fun to explore off trail, as always. I would definitely suggest you have a GPS if you do that, though. This area has a lot of cliff, so I can't explore too much. So I'm enjoying the road when I can, and now I'm just gonna kind of parallel the road as I hike. Back on the road, getting the mileage back up. Alrighty, here we have the payoff. This is definitely the best view of this canyon. You can spot some trail down there. Get out of there. Out. Go. Out. And over there, there's some road. But this whole top section is inaccessible from down there in that road because it's too steep over here. Gypsy, come here, bud. That's my little Gigi. Say hi, Joe. Hiking along, this road is taking me away from that ridge and back into this valley. So I appreciate that because it's flat. This is kind of the middle section of the hike, and flat ground is always nice. I don't have to sweat too much, don't have to exert myself too much. But I've been on this road now for another 2 miles, I would say. And I could explore that section because it's flat. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to parallel this road by going off trail. That road is visible over there too. All right. I'm currently at 4.6. It's not too steep here, but lots of little valleys everywhere here. Okay, I'm off trailing, hiking near that road, running into that valley here. That road that I want to get to is up there on this little crest here. Nonetheless, I'm exploring here. Okay, I've decided I'm going to explore this canyon draw here. I'm going to come down here, and there's a bunch of slabs over there. I'm going to explore those, but I'm going to come down. I'm doing good on time, so this is a pretty decent place to come down. Not much snow on this side, not too slippery, so I'm going to slowly just come down this canyon. I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to go up that way. Okay, I've come down that section. Now I'm here in this draw. You can tell there was definitely water here, or there is water seasonally here. Everything's kind of washed out, eroded. All that's left is rock. And you get that V pattern going into this ridge. So water means life. So any kind of animal critter, human critter, they're all here for water, especially in the hot season. It's fairly dry here, in the spring melt, this thing could possibly flow. But it may flow maybe semi-annually. Who knows? There's no water in here now except snow. Nonetheless, I'm going to keep my eye out really good here for any kind of activity, past or present. Okay, inside the canyon draw. Real pretty here. This is where it goes into one, and it goes from this one here and this here to this one draw here. So where these two waters meet, there'll be a lot of flow coming through here. I would guess it's probably flash flooding type water here. Nonetheless, the canyon is carved out really nicely. It's bare rock right there. Lots of bare rock over there. So the water has been here consistently. And I'm not much of a geologist, but I would guess that rounded stone means water flow. Yeah, real pretty. This is a den. I'm not sure if it's being used right now. Definitely a den though. It goes far in there. I would guess coyote, mountain lion. I have stumbled upon a coyote den one season, and within like 25-30 yards away from it, the mom coyote lost her mind. She started barking, doing that snarl. So you'll get a warning, if you stumble upon a den. But nonetheless, this would be a good den because this area also, since it's close to that draw, has a water supply, which you can see here. This is the only water I've seen all day. So it's a good sign that there's something around here. But I'm in the wilderness here, so there's no... I've come upon natural barrier. This will be a little waterfall during the season when it flows. My phone battery is draining really hard because I'm videoing a lot, but I have extra batteries. But I'm less than 20%, so I think I'm out of my spare battery. So I'm just gonna do a mileage check. 6.1. So we're 4.9 miles from 11, and I'm here. Check this out. This is a coyote. Been dead for a while. Petrified, but frozen. It smells real rank still. Like I said, that water draw will bring everything in here. Look at those teeth. Can you tell what that is? That is a cottonwood tree inside this draw. It's the only cottonwood I've seen, I think. At least mature one all day. Cottonwood during springtime. The cottonwood buds. I'm not sure what you do with them, but the cottonwood tree sprouts these real fuzzy buds. I've eaten them, and they're real tasty when they're in bud form. But this is a cottonwood tree. Whew. All right, I'm almost out. This right here, you see these spiny looking sticks? That's willow. This area, it's called sandbar willow, but nonetheless, that's willow. So willow as a tea is probably the best brew around here. Willow tea. It's got also, it's like a salicylic acid. The stuff they make aspirin with, ibuprofen or vitamin I. So this is definitely the best brew going here. Oh, Jips, what do you think? You're doing a good job, G. You're my little canyon hunter, G. Early February. And look at that. We have a little flower. It's early flower. Look at that. Little purple flower. Okay, made it out. It's a steep climb out from that little draw. If I got lost, if I ventured to there, just say my GPS died, I would know I would have a natural block there. There's a cliff. So I know if I would go too far there, I would just cliff out. So now I'm back on course and I'm heading back up towards that ridge. Back on the road. Sun is looking good. I have about 2 hours and some change of sunlight. The moon is out too. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the moon is here also. The sun and moon in the same picture. What is this thing? I think it fell off an airplane maybe. It's long. It looks like an antenna. Antenna was broken off right here. Yeah, I think this fell off an airplane. That would be my guess. Way too off trail here for this to be some kind of like antenna for a off-roader or something like that. Cool. Space junk. Alrighty, I decided to take a detour and I've climbed up this ridge. I wanted to see this shelter here. It's a natural shelter. I don't think it's been used before, but good place to shelter for sure. This is a Cliff House. Old shotgun shell here. But this is definitely a Cliff House. There is some old stacked rocks up there, like a fire pit. And the inside here is charred from the fire pit that was here. It's a real nice one. It's a good one, good size one. In a monsoon, in a big storm, in a big winter storm, in a chill, this fire pit would radiate really well against these rocks. And it kind of traps the heat. I mean, it's perfectly insulated. You got about 100 yards of solid rock up top and inside here. So definitely insulation proof. So this would be a good spot to scrounge around and look for some artifacts. It's getting late in the day, but this is definitely cool. Definitely a cool spot. No risk of anything falling off the rock and on top of your head. It's pretty solid looking. If there was a risk, there would be rocks that have fallen off the top here, kind of caved in. And a lot of structures are like that, but this one is not. So This is how it would look if you were in here. You have your little fire pit over here. Definitely much warmer, definitely quiet. You can hear how my voice travels in here. Much better than out there in the wind. The big thing I find personally when I'm camping or when I'm trying to get comfortable in the outdoors, and I've lived in a camper for 2 years. I've lived out of my 4Runner for a year and a half. And I've camped a lot of days. And my big thing is wind. You know, if it's real windy, if it's real blustery, kind of dealing with like a bully, throws your hat off. Can't eat a meal in peace. The wind kind of shears your face, makes your day difficult. So if you can break the wind in your survival shelter or your camping setup, that's always cool. Because the wind is it's a menace. See how the trees are moving. In here it's nice and still. Okay, my phone is at 3%. Exactly 3.6 miles from where we started. The road is right over there. I'm gonna connect to that road and walk the last 3.6 miles. Which works out good because I'm a little bit tired. My feet are tired. I have gear tie on my boots, so I don't have to tie my shoes all the time. But yeah, this will be the last video before I get to the car because my phone's gonna die, even though I brought spare batteries. But nothing to see on that road. It's gonna be kind of plain. So I'll just get some mileage in and head back to my Labrador and Eufy. Okay, back here at camp. Euf was fine. She was hanging out, having a good time. Did you have a good picnic, sweetheart? Did you have a good picnic? Did you have a good picnic? Anyway, I checked my GPS and my GPS says I'm at 10.5 miles. So, hiker fitness challenge, 11 miles. I'm going to do a little sunset hike. sunset officially. Right over Bear's Ears too, exactly on it. Pretty cool. Okay, back here again at the truck. Let's see where we're at. 11.2. 11.2. So that's Hiker Fitness Challenge Part 2, Session 2. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. Like, share, complete the challenge. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. If you want to tag me on your social media, at Mountain Consumer. All I have is YouTube and Instagram. So if you want to tag me in your post when you finish this challenge, that'd be really cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna head home now. It's Sunday night. It's cold here. It's windy now. I'm gonna pack up all my dog stuff. You've had a good day. Did some camp security. Oh, big girl. Oh, big girl. Get those eye boogers out of there. Yeah. Better than her staying home. Yeah, her hip hurts when she does a lot of walking now. She's going on 12 now, so I've tried to take her out and push her when her, when her hips are acting up, but it's just not a good idea. She gets kind of panty, which shows that she's in pain. And, she's an older dog, so she loves being camp security. She likes hanging out, so I'm not going to push her too hard. She's a golden girl now. Right? Golden girl? She has a little golden carabiner here. How big girl? My little yellow lab. My big girl.